Hey guys, welcome back to the last lab, lab 6, which is build Power Automate flows for your chatbot. On the left hand pane, click on entities, and we're going to do a new entity. This will be a closed list. For the entity name, we're going to input device manufacturer, and under list item, we're going to enter for our first one, ASA, and click add. Now we're going to add a bunch more, which is on page 5 of lab 6. I'm going to do those now. Feel free to pause if you need to catch up. Once you have entered the following, just be sure Smart Matching is on, and then click on Save. Just take a few moments. Once that's saved, we can close this window and click on Topics in the left-hand pane and New Topic. We're going to rename this topic to Device Complaints, and we're going to add the phrase, I have a problem with my device. Then click on Save. Oh, we need to have something in the message here, which we will cover in the next few steps, so you can click Save still. The message we're going to add is, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's put you in touch with a specialist for your device. We're going to create a new node of Ask a Question. Our first question is going to be, can you please tell me what device you have? Then for our identifier, we're going to choose device manufacturer. Then we're going to edit the variable name to device. After that, we're going to ask a new question. Could you please describe the issue you are having with this device? Under identify, we're going to type user's entire response. And we're going to rename the variable to issue description. Next, we're going to add one more new mode of send a message. We're going to paste from lab 6, page 12. I can pass on these details to our specialist team who look after devices. What we're going to do is just between after and devices, we're going to add an extra space, and between those two, we're going to click on our insert variable, and we're going to click device. After this, we're going to add another node of ask a question of what is your name? And under identify, we're going to do person name. We're going to rename the variable to customer name. Now we're going to ask another question of what is your email address? The identify will also be the email, and this one will be renamed to customer email. Finally, we're going to add a message node of show a message. We're going to type thank you. I have passed your details on to one of our specialists. After the word you in thank you, we're going to do one space, and we're going to insert a variable of customer name. So you should see something like this. And then finally, we're going to end the conversation with a survey. So let's just recap what we did here. So for I have a problem with my device, we added a series of messages and questions as the following. For the device name, we have device manufacturer. We have the user's entire response for the issue. Be sure you added the device variable in the message over here, and so forth. Now that we've confirmed all that and saved our bot, below the question of what is your email address, we're going to hover our mouse over the line and add a note. We're going to click on Call an Action, and we're going to click Create a Flow. This will open a new window. Give it a few moments. First of all, in the top left-hand corner where it says Power Virtual Agents Flow Template, we're going to rename that one to Device Complaint Send Teams Message. Click out of that box to save the name. After that, in the top Power Virtual Agents box, we're going to click on Add Input, and we're going to select the type as text. Our first input box, we're going to rename to Device Manufacturer. We're now going to add 3 more inputs of text. The next one will be customer name. The one after that will be customer email. The next one will be issue description. So your flow should look like this so far. Next, between these two Power Virtual Agents boxes, you see this down arrow, hover over that and click Insert New Step and add an action. We're going to search for Teams. And we're going to select one that says Post Message in a Chat or Channel. Click that one. If you are already signed into Teams, this should sign you in automatically. If not, you will be prompted to sign in with your details. For this one, for Post In, we're going to click the drop down and choose Chat with Flowbot. The recipient is going to be yourself, so I'm going to type the email address of what I'm using right now. Yours will differ. Do not use this email address. Then copy and paste the message on page 23 of Lab 6 PDF and format as you require. Once you have done that one, in the first line where it says a customer has reported an issue with their device, in between there and device, make a new space, and if this box is popped up over here, which it should, click on Device Manufacturer. If this box does not pop up, you click this little toggle on the bottom right of the box of Add Dynamic Content. Add the dynamic values for each of the following as well. So name will be customer name, email will be customer email, and the issue will be issue description. And now just to make sure formatting looks good, after each one, we're just going to type a space. You'll see later on why this is important. You will also add a new line between each one, like so. Once that is done, save your flow and go back to your bot in Power Virtual Agents tab. Now that we're back here, between the question and the message of customer email, we're going to add the call and action, and you'll see our flow is right here, device complaint. Click on that one. And now in the action window, make sure each drop down reflects on the top blue one. So for example, device manufacturer will be device. The customer name will be customer name, and so forth. Save your bot. Once that is saved, make sure you open Microsoft Teams in a new tab and make sure you are signed in. And make sure you are in the chat screen just like this. Go back to your bot and let's test it. We're going to type, I have an issue, I have a problem with my device. So let's just say we are using a Samsung. Now for our issue, let's just say it won't turn on. Now we do our name. And then enter your email address. And now go to your Teams window and you'll see that we have a new chat. Perfect. And you can see too that it says Samsung device. That is where we added those dynamic values. Pretty groovy if you ask me. So once you have confirmed that's working, you can go back to your bot, reset it, and go back to home. We've now finished Lab 6. Congratulations!